from downtown the other night. Here's Durant putting moves, crossover on Giannis, and hits, plus the foul.
He got his ass cooked.
Good YouTube, man. Welcome back to the episode of Self Check. Been watching it. I'm E.
I'm T, man. What's good with you?
I got T with me. You got anything else before we get started? Let's go ahead and jump into this one. All right. So last night, the Nets put a whooping on the Bucks, right? I think the largest lead at one point was 39. I don't know what the final deficit was, but I know it was something crazy.
50, actually. That was the largest.
Whatever. Or maybe they lost by 39 or whatever. I gotta check it real quick. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this one, right? Are the Nets really just showing that maybe the Bucks aren't really on that championship level just yet?
Yeah. I mean, like you said, bro, we have talked about Milwaukee before.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis, without him being able to shoot, bro, every team, he's going to see that wall every time.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not going to be able to do what he want. They're going to play him above that free throw line, and they're going to be like, free game, bro. You do whatever you want above this free throw line. But under here, you may get like, 5 layups, 6 layups, 6 layups, 6 dunks, or whatever the case may be. So I just look at it, I'm like, I think that they have shown I think, honestly, if they don't get game 3, they're getting swept. If they don't get game 3, they are getting swept.
I think they kind of got past Miami, right?
Right.
Because the ball was in Drew's hands, right?
Right.
And Giannis wasn't the main one at the top of the key.
Right.
I think things started getting a little out of hand, and then they was like, oh, all right, they started panicking a little bit. Put the ball back in Giannis' hands. And if the ball is back in Giannis' hands, well, we have the answer for that. Every team should have the answer for that.
Easy.
Wall it up. Throw the wall up. Make them shoot. And that's how you end up. All right, so usually they say, oh, okay, usually when you shoot threes or whatever, it's a chance for a long miss.
Right.
Easy transition buckets.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the Nets are the last team you want to give easy buckets. That's how the league get out of hand and you find yourself in trouble.
This is true.
So with the Bucks, right? Okay, so Giannis, if we throw the wall up on Giannis, right? He can't create his own shot. So our number one option can't create his own shot. He can't shoot. Okay. Our second option, Chris. I think Chris could be a hell of a third option. As a second option, I don't know, because when you look at some of these second options around the league, the Lakers second option, okay, damn, they got AD. Clippers second option, damn, they got PG. Nets second option, you want to say Kyrie, James, who, what? Okay.
Right.
Now you put Chris on the floor with these kind of, like, not that Chris isn't a dog, but he
ain't that caliber of a
he's
player.
He's not in the class with these other second options.
Right.
So with your first option not being able to create his own shot, and your second option, Chris Middleton is having a bad series, and he can't afford to have no bad series.
Honestly, to say that, I agree he's having a horrible series right now, but also the reason why he can't afford to have a bad series is because Giannis is not having that good of a series. And if Giannis not having a good series, you already short.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a big reason why you can't have a bad series. If Giannis have a bad series and Chris showing his ass, they may have a chance of winning or at least being a close game.
Right.
But if Giannis having a series, if Giannis playing good and Chris not playing good at all, I feel as though they won't have a chance at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like Giannis could give you 30. Chris only giving you what? 11? 13, something like that?
What are you averaging for the series so far?
Yeah.
15. 15
that's not gonna cut
15 on 30% shooting from the field.
That's not gonna cut it. And honestly, I don't know what Drew Holiday is doing. I don't know.
I wouldn't put the blame on Drew. He could be better, but again, he's the third option. Mm-hmm. At first, I gotta look at you two. Mm-hmm. You can't create, and you can't afford to have a bad series. But not only that, I don't think Chris can be the second option on a championship team.
This is true.
Third option, hell, we can rock. Mm-hmm. Second option, when we going up against these monsters, these dogs.
But I'm not, like I said, I have to put blame on Drew too, because you traded Eric for the better of Drew. You seen the money they gave Drew. If Drew worth that money right now, the way he playing, Giannis getting the most blame. It's his team. Chris getting his blame too because he not doing his part. If all you doing is your part, I can't look at you and say, oh, you know what I'm saying, you not doing what you need to do. If you doing your part, I can't say nothing to you. You feel what I'm saying? And he not doing his part, but Drew not doing his part either. He not stopping nothing, or he not even like slowing nobody down. We know Drew as a good defender. They say Drew give people problems.
Yes, but we also know that great offense gonna beat great defense.
This is true. This is true. And I honestly, watching the game, I done seen some fear in his eyes.
I almost wanted to quit too. I seen some quit in him too.
I done seen some fear in his eyes, man. I think when KD was working Giannis out and almost tore his ACL in game 2, he was like, I gotta guard that too? I think I'm gonna just stay in the corner over here with Joe. Cause I don't want none of that. And he seen Kyrie put the brakes on him. He like, I don't want nothing. Like, they don't want, honestly, bro, the way Milwaukee is playing, they don't want nothing to do with Brooklyn.
I think, like you said, if they don't win game 3, they in trouble. But I think they probably need to go back to Milwaukee, try to see if they can get their confidence up, because right now it's looking bad. But since we throwing blame at the stars on the team, Budenholzer, you open the game in the zone. Why would you zone the Brooklyn Nets? You giving easy shots to KD, Kyrie, Joe, spread.
Green,
and you're not generating your own offense. So that's how you end up with this ass whooping.
And you disrespecting Blake. Why are they disrespecting Blake as if he can't shoot? Maybe not a contested shot, but bro, if Blake is open, he is not Giannis. He can shoot the ball. Stop disrespecting Blake. He is not washed, bro. He has game still. He may not be number 1 option got game, or number 2, or whatever the case may be, but he has skill, and it goes a long way. The man can shoot the ball. You cannot leave him open.
And if the Bucks don't take game 3, you might get game 4, but then game 5 you're going back to Brooklyn, and this series is probably over. So we'll see what's gonna happen next. You got anything else to add?
No, I don't.
I ain't got nothing else to add, man. We're gonna call it a wrap on this one. This has been another episode of Self Check. If you've been liking these videos, man, like, comment, subscribe, do all of that stuff. It lets us know that you like what we got going on over here. Again, man, I'm E.
I'm T, man.
I got T with me. This has been another episode of Self Check. We appreciate you rocking out with us. We're gonna catch you in the next one. Peace.